Good manners is a sign of a true gentleman. Hello everyone, I'm Babita Tamaya, lecturer, Department of English, Vidyashram Pre-University College, Mysuru. You would all wonder the importance of writing a letter while we all are technically alert and advanced. But nothing can replace the letter writing in reciprocating ideas. You might be wondering how it is related to the letter writing. Good manners always reflects your personality. Letter writing is a mirror that portrays your behavior, mannerism, and etiquette. For example, heart cannot function like kidney and liver or the other way round. In the same way, what has to be written, it has to be written. You may say that technology has been advanced. Yes, of course, you have your WhatsApp, mail, and many more. But nothing can replace the letter writing. Moving further, letters are the form of verbal and written communication which contains information and message sent by one party to another to convey the message. Why it is sent from one party to another? Because to provide certain important information. It is a prime mode of communication that replaces any speech effectively through writing. Eras have witnessed the importance of a letter before the invention of the technology and is witnessing presently. No matter how the technology has been improved, but the mode of letter remains stagnant. There are two types of letter. One is formal and the other is informal. What is the purpose of writing the formal letter? Formal letter is written for the business or professional purposes with specific objective in mind. And the language should be very simple that can be easy to read and interpret. What do you mean by informal letter and for whom it is written? The informal letter is written to a relative and a friend for personal communication, and it should be written in a casual or an emotional tone. Going deeper might need all your time and interest, and to serve your purpose, I will discuss the substantial topic that correlates with the formal letter writing. Job application. Job application is legally defensible of job applicants' employment history, educational background, degrees, qualification, and many more. Moving further, here is the instance of the letter writing. It is just only the format. This will be explained in detail with an example in the next slide. First, it is the name and address of the applicant, date, employer contact information, salutation, subject, reference, content, and the complementary closure. Here is an example. Read the question properly line by line. You have to understand the question first. How you got to know that there is a vacancy in the company? You got to know by the advertisement which has appeared in the Indian Express. For which post you are applying for? You are applying for the post of data entry operators. Within how many days you have to apply? You have to apply within 10 days. For whom? It's for the Managing Director, Abaya Digital Solutions Private Limited, Bangalore. An important note here, in your board exam, you have to write your name as XX and your address as YY. Nowhere you'll reveal your name. Moving further, let's see the complete format of the letter writing. Before I explain about the letter writing, I have few things to say. Always the letter writing should be written in a fresh leaf. There is no side heading or the main heading saying that letter writing, job application or covering letter. Everything falls on the loop corner of the left hand side, one below the another. Now let's see the format. Firstly, it is the applicant name and address. You will write your name as XX and YY as it is given in the question paper. There is no comma or full stop anywhere here. Followed by the date. The way of writing the date is 9 May, 2019. When it is written in numerals or Roman numbers, TH is not used. Only it is used when we write it in words. Next, it's the employer address. After the employer address, it is the salutation. Salutation, it's respected sir. Here you cannot write both genders saying that respected sir or madam. Because when you apply for the job, you just try to find out from the people, one who is working in the company, or from your friends or relatives or neighbors. Respected sir or madam is kept as an option. When you know, you have to write only one gender, followed by subject. For which post you are applying for? It is application for the post of data entry operator. And next is the reference. How you got to know that there is a vacancy? By the advertisement which has appeared in the Indian Express. After the reference, it is the content. Firstly, you have to introduce yourself. Next, you have to prove yourself, how you work yourself for the betterment of the company. Then it is the complimentary closure. So it is thank you, not thanking you. Then yours faithfully. When you write yours faithfully, there is no apostrophe. Yes. After that, it is the signature. Why the word signature is written? Because it is an acknowledgement or proof. For example, if I give an empty paper and ask you to sign, would you? No, right? In the same way, nowhere around you will put your illegal signature. Instead of that, you'll write the word signature and below that your full name in block letters or small letters within brackets. At last, you can see here enclosure resume number 1. Why it is written? It means to say that you have attached your resume along with the covering letter. This is all about the covering letter. You can see the space wherever it is necessary. You have to follow the same format for the letter writing. Moving further, now let's see about the resume. Firstly, I would like to say the word resume or curriculum vitae is written only for the people who have an experience. The freshers, instead of the word resume, you have to write it as biodata. And this is the format for the resume. When you start writing the resume, the word resume should be written in the center of the page in block letters, followed by name, father's name, biodata, nationality, contact, email and permanent address. Here, when you write this, the name, father's name, biodata, contact and your email ID. You don't give your correct information anywhere here, only in your board exam. Next, it is the permanent address. As I've told you earlier, you have to write your address as Y, Y and Y. This is your educational qualification. In this table, you have to give the complete educational qualification starting from your SSLC. So you can see the table here. It is the name of the examination, board or university, year of passing and percentage. Starting from SSLC, whether it's a state board or a CBSE board. If it is a state board, write state board or a CBSE board. Year of passing and percentage will be written randomly. So here also you'll not give your genuine information. Nowhere you'll write about your strength or weakness. At last, leaving 2 lines of a space, you'll write the last sentence. Whatever the information you have given in the resume as well as the covering letter, it is to the best of your knowledge. Again, leave a space, write the place and the date. When you write the place and the date, whatever the date you have written in the covering letter, the same place and the date should be written here. Because the covering letter and the resume, you will not send it separately because it is attached together. At last, your signature in block letters with brackets. Let's see the allocated marks for this job application. If the format is correct, you get 2 marks. And then for the content or the body of the letter, it's 3 marks. No marks will be awarded for the mere format. This takes me to the conclusion. Learning never stops, for it is a wide ocean. But what stops people in learning? Let's learn whatever it's meant to be. Thank you.